What if the richest boxer in history is hiding a financial reality nobody expected? Because right now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing growing controversy involving taxes, unpaid claims, crypto lawsuits, and even questions surrounding a reported $42 million property deal that some believe may never have fully existed. And the deeper this story goes, the more complicated it becomes.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're going to get through this.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was once viewed as untouchable in boxing with a flawless 50-0 record, enormous earnings, and a worldwide reputation built around dominance without defeat. But recently, that image has started facing increased scrutiny as reports and controversies involving taxes, unpaid purses, and risky business ventures surfaced alongside claims about a $42 million Manhattan real estate deal that some believe may not be as solid as presented. Because of this, some now see him less as an undefeated icon and more as a man aggressively chasing opportunities outside the ring. His planned exhibition with Mike Tyson is now viewed by critics as another massive payday rather than purely a sporting event. Earlier this year, Mayweather drew headlines after announcing what he described as his biggest deal yet, a $42 million New York property investment involving dozens of rent-controlled apartment units while presenting himself as a successful businessman beyond boxing.
Real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings.
However, property records reportedly showed no confirmed transfer of ownership taking place. Business Insider reported that the buildings Mayweather claimed to purchase did not appear under his name. The NYC Housing Partnership, the organization connected to the properties, also stated they had not been informed about any pending transaction or sale.
And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I mean? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
More doubts surfaced when inconsistencies reportedly appeared within Mayweather's own camp after requests for proof were made. Real estate representatives allegedly introduced a man claiming to be James McNair, a longtime associate of Floyd, but questions quickly followed because the voice and identity reportedly did not appear to match the actual McNair, creating even more skepticism surrounding the legitimacy of the claims.
But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big ballin'. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle the score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
The situation created major confusion and doubt among some observers who questioned whether the reported deal was completely legitimate or simply a publicity move meant to showcase wealth and status. Either way, it damaged the perception of someone whose public image has long been centered around luxury and financial success. It also led some critics to argue that the powerful image he spent years building is beginning to lose some of its impact.
Why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing
But this is far from the first time Mayweather's finances have faced public scrutiny. Back in 2017, shortly before his fight against Conor McGregor, reports claimed he requested additional time to settle tax obligations, raising questions about his financial management despite frequently displaying large stacks of cash and a luxury lifestyle across social media. Critics at the time pointed out what they saw as a contradiction between his public image and reported financial responsibilities.
Around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather and McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was.
And many do not view this as an isolated situation. Mayweather has reportedly dealt with several tax liens over the years, and critics point to a repeated pattern involving a flashy lifestyle mixed with financial concerns and last-minute attempts to resolve money issues. Because of that, some fans are now questioning the purpose of his upcoming bout with Mike Tyson, wondering whether it is truly about competition or mainly another major payday. There is also the earlier situation involving Logan Paul in 2021 when Mayweather participated in a high-profile exhibition fight that generated enormous attention but later sparked controversy after Logan Paul publicly claimed he had not been fully paid, creating more debate about the business side of these events.
No, he didn't pay me at all. He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
4 months afterward, Logan Paul repeatedly continued making those accusations publicly and even hinted at possible legal action. During a podcast appearance, he directly addressed Floyd by claiming money was still owed while sarcastically thanking him at the end of the discussion.
Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstance?
No, he wanted to. He reached out.
No?
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah. Double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So. Sorry, girl.
It was fun though?
Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're going to change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now, man?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
Thank you.
Sure, of course. Yeah. I got to go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're done.
That situation led many observers to highlight what they viewed as a contradiction surrounding Mayweather's Money Mayweather image. A fighter famous for massive earnings and financial success while still being connected to payment disputes from an exhibition bout against a YouTuber in what many considered one of the less demanding fights of his later career.
I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was hunkered over and I was by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop you breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The audit's happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming.
If payment disputes and public accusations from influencers continue surfacing, it could eventually affect more than business relationships. It may also begin raising broader questions about Mayweather's reputation and legacy outside the ring, regardless of what he achieved inside it.
In the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody choose what they should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself before anybody else believed in me.
Then there is also the cryptocurrency side of things. Mayweather became associated with several controversial crypto projects, including promotions tied to Centra and Ethereum Max, where his name appeared in marketing campaigns that later resulted in lawsuits and allegations involving misleading investors and financial losses for some participants.
What's going on? What's happening?
Regulators, including the SEC, previously took action in cases connected to celebrity crypto promotions, and Mayweather was fined for failing to properly disclose that he had been paid to promote certain initial coin offerings. Critics argued this meant he promoted investment opportunities without clearly informing the public he was receiving compensation, raising concerns about transparency and credibility surrounding those endorsements.
Celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything about that's going on, really. So like what
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read, you know.
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically.
For someone widely recognized for financial intelligence, Mayweather has still repeatedly found himself connected to financial controversies and public disputes. And that entire background is now fueling even more discussion around the planned 2026 exhibition between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson.
Tyson, if there were some pre-arrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. They're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names.